So we're going to construct parallel lines here, but more specifically, we're going to try to construct a line that's parallel to the line in this picture, but that also passes through the point. So you could have lots of parallel lines, one here, maybe one up here, but we're going to draw the one that also passes right through that point. All right, so that is our job. Why don't you pause the video and go ahead and get yourself set up with a line and a point that's not on the line, and then we'll get started. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw a line that passes through the point and intersects with the line below. And I usually try to make this a pretty steep line, almost vertical even, but not quite. You don't want them to be perpendicular, but you don't want a softer angle like that. You want a really steep angle. And then you want to leave yourself room to draw this line way above the point, so you give yourself some space to work. So your diagram should look like that now. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to come down to the vertex of this angle, and you want to set your compass distance so that it is shorter than the distance from the vertex to this point up here. So notice that my distance doesn't make it to the point, so I'm okay. And you want to start at that vertex, and you want to create an arc that swings through both of these rays, making sure you're really accurate and start right on the vertex. So perfect. Now you want to repeat that process up here, starting at the original point that you were given. You want to start, you want to swing through this ray, and then you want to swing down as if you were going to hit something. Now you're not going to hit a parallel line, but imagine a parallel line was there. You have to go far enough so that you would hit it if it was there. So you don't have to connect with the other arc, but you got to go pretty far down. So I'm going to bring out the caution, even in Espanol it's cuidado, because this is the area by far where students tend to mess this construction up. So watch this part carefully. You need to measure the distance from this intersection to this intersection, and students just sometimes skip this step because the distance that's on their compass is often pretty close to the distance that is between the 2 points. So check this out. I'm going to put this point here, and I'm going to start spinning my compass dial. Now you want to make sure that you actually test this out. So if I think that this is the right distance, what I usually try to do is put a little line through, and when I do that I can see I'm a tiny bit short. So I'm going to increase the distance just a little bit until I know that I'm exactly what I want. Now I've got that distance, and you can see I've marked it off here to prove it. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start up at this intersection point, and you're going to come back down through that arc that you made, like that. Now, what that does is it gives you a second point to draw your parallel line through. So when I take the original point that we were given right there, and I draw the line through that point, and then again through the newest intersection point that we've just created, if we do this really accurately, we should end up with parallel lines. And that is how you construct parallel lines.